The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Stafford, Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Come on, set. Sturdy base. Come on, let's go.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he breaks through another tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check four, check four.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Protein spill. Hey, Echo. Ready?
Throwing on first down, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We own it. We own it.
They run it again with Anderson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a run with Anderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
51 to mine.
Jones now operating from the gun. And Ingram hauls it in. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Again, it's Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Stafford to his tight end, James. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Stafford on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Throwing again is Stafford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Blue 60.
Check, 47. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Here we go with Johnson, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Slam.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Rock it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. O'Shane Ximines in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a first down throw. Stafford, flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford down to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
59! 31's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter,